Hello everyone, it's Cactus here and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at the TSW4 roadmap for June this year. Someone actually requested this, which is really nice. So thank you. Shout out to you. So yeah, let's just get out into this. So here's your little picture. 0 to 3 month summer car update for DE in the US. Add-ons, the Class 380, love it. Partner releases, we have the ScotRail Class 158 from Skyhook. The Expert BR 101 TSG, which is German, don't know what that is. DBBR 218 TSG, which is German, don't know what that is. But yeah. Patches Cathcart Circle Remaster. I shall download that, which I already have, and I will do it when we, see that, when that happens, yeah. And then Patches Cathcart Circle Remaster, and suspension improvements, really nice. 4 to 6 month San Bernardino line, Los Angeles to San Bernardino, which is US. A UK route. Love it. I wonder what that is. I'd love it, maybe, doubt it, but maybe like the Hull to Scarborough line, or like York to maybe like Bridlington or something. Nice little local one for me. A DE loco. Nice. German route. Love it. Release date to be confirmed. Tadami line, I'm not saying that. Somewhere, to Tadimi Union Workshop. A route, Alan Thompson Sims, nice. Corn Acker, I don't know how to pronounce that. Timetable update. BR Class 104 and Peak Forest expansion pack from Simtrack Studios. Sounds pretty good. UK route from Just Trains. 5 Circle Line 11 branch update. Cool. PC editor improvements. Don't know what that is. I've never really heard that before. I think that's like you can make trains and routes and stuff. The Santa Fe gameplay pack. High Iron Simulations. DE Loco Simtrack Studios. Content is subject to change, so some of this might actually not happen, but most of it will. Too long didn't read. Summary. Cargo Line Volume 2 aggregates released last month. Cathcart Circle Remaster and ScotRail Class 380. Yeah, that's right. DBBR 218 new images and information from TSG. Expert DBBR 101 more details on the expert level functionality. News from Rivet Games on 11 branch for 5 Circle. I think that's like a new branch for the 5 Circle, isn't it? Background projects, brief updates on projects we haven't discussed recently. Summer car updates. Car and UK fixes released. I think that's like German and US improvements on the way. Suspension improvements coming in July next month. Love it. New video on Blackpool branches locos. We want the Pacers bouncing. We really want them bouncing. You want us to feel sick when we're driving it. PC editor June Mega Spotlight showcasing 50 community created projects with details, images and videos. City Transport Simulator Tram first roadmap released last week. Nice. And I just want to get onto the roadmap, guys. I'll just read this little bit here, and then I'm just gonna. We're not gonna read that. And just to cover the changes from the previous graphic, change Summer Car Update to Summer Car Update DE and US. Remove 5 Circle improvements, these have been released. Move DE Loco Simtrack Studios from 4 to 6 months to release date to be confirmed. Move German route from release date to be confirmed to 4 to 6 months. Added DE Loco to 4 to 6 month add-ons first party. Our roadmap graphic no longer shows the formation designer creators club functionality improvements, however these are still being worked on. If you want to read these 2 paragraphs, feel free to pause the video, Give you a couple seconds. Right, we'll move on. The Train Sim World Roadmap. Now, welcome to June, everyone. Today we are sharing our latest developer roadmap update for all of you on Train Sim World. In this update, we have a range of new images and detailed feature lists for the Cathcart Circle remaster, coming soon as a free update to all Train Sim World 4 players who own the route. We also got new information from the TSG team on both the DBBR 218 and the Expert DBBR 101 locomotives releasing soon, and a quick update on additional projects from both first and third party teams. For development insights this month, we have new videos that highlight the upcoming suspension improvements across locos from Blackpool branches and confirmation that you can expect for these to arrive in mid to late July, including the core range of TSW4 stock and more from the TSW4 released routes. We also share news on the next core patch coming to TSW, focusing on German and US add-ons alongside core improvements. As a bonus, this roadmap features a large PC editor community spotlight with lots of submitted images, videos and details for custom created projects being developed by fantastic players of Train Sim World. Be sure to take a look through what the community has been working on. We'll be live tonight, but that's already gone past. So, released add-ons. Cargo Line Volume 2 aggregates. Last month we saw the release of the Cargo Line Volume 2 aggregates pack, which brings freight haulage to Midland Main Line, Great Western Express and South Eastern High Speed, courtesy of the Class 66. Operates services in and out yards featuring loading, unloading facilities before moving out onto the main line through the Midlands and the West. Or work diverted trains through Kent in 3 separate scenarios. Content up ahead. Cathcart Circle remaster and the Class 380. Loving that. This month to kick off the news on upcoming content to Train Sim World, we'll be sharing details for the free Glasgow Cathcart Circle line remaster. That's a tongue twister. Coming soon to Train Sim World 4. Our game designer Liam has shared the key features on what you can expect. New timetable with images below. TOD4, however you want to say it, upgrade. Don't know what that is? Tell me in the comments. I don't have an idea. Updated route scenery, landscape and foliage, updated track and signal visuals, updated the Class 314 with new lightning, rain effects and the added GSMR. Improves the realism. Updated Glasgow Central lighting, scenery, PIS and passenger spawn locations. Updated all stations with new lighting and passenger spawn locations, added new lighting to the bridges around Glasgow, added scenery for the disused Netherton Goods, Crosmyloof and Dumbreck stations, added scenery in the track for disused Smithy Lie sidings, added scenery and lighting for Shields Depot, added interactable player bench at Glasgow Central and Pollock Shields East. What a list! We're very excited to be sharing the second TSW4 remaster with you all for the Cathcart Circle line route and bring it up to the modern TSW standards. With a full lighting upgrade to the stations and scenery, newly added ambient lighting around urban areas and updated lighting around Glasgow and its bridges, the city does really shine at night. So a nice little picture there of dark and your dark Glasgow Central with your bridge and the water and the city. Love it. Liam says, it won't be fair to leave the Class 314 alone when upgrading its home route. That's why as part of this remaster, the train had its lighting overhauled with the addition of TSW4 rain effects, making the train right at home in the newly overhauled Cathcart route. That's the inside of the 314. Looking pretty sick. And that is a preview with the 158 and the 380. Now, I'm not too sure, does the 158 be paid for? Because if you think, surely it isn't much of a difference with like the new 5-circle line, because it's just the same train, isn't it? Just like maybe different headlights. I don't know. But surely, like, if you already have the 5-circle, no, the 5-circle, yeah. You have the 5-circle, surely you should get the 158 on it. That just doesn't seem right. The 380 looks sick. But surely, like I was saying, you should get the 158 for free, because that doesn't seem right if you have the 158. It's just basically the same thing but made by different people, isn't it? So you think you're just spending like, what, 25 quid or whatever to just get a train that you maybe already have. It's stupid. Various trains at Glasgow, including Skyhub Games' upcoming ScotRail Class 158. Loving this. We can have 801-1 or 2 running alongside the 314 up at, I think that's Newton. Looks sick. Various AI will be included, at Newton, including the 6-car Class 314 Cumbernauld to down there, and this LNER Class 801 ECS to Edinburgh Waverley to Glasgow Central. And the 385. 380. 385? So would that be with the, because there's the other one, isn't it? Is it Edinburgh to Glasgow? So would you get the 380 as another? I don't know. We have to find Scotsman. Various II at Glasgow are included, such as the ScotRail Class 380 heading to Lags. The Flying Scotsman, love it. The Flying Scotsman also makes an AI appearance at Glasgow Central. There are many times at Glasgow Central, trains will share platforms with each other, sometimes even having 3 trains in a platform at once. The rear set will have its doors locked to ensure passengers board the right train. Then once the first train departs, the rear train will open its doors. So you think just 3 Class 1 380s are like me. Maybe a 158, a 315. What is it? What is it? 314. You have maybe a 314, a 158, and a 380 on the same platform. Pretty cool. Maybe a 170 that appears in AI. Playable 6-car Class 314 is a highly requested feature. Also make an appearance when and where realistic. There are also some surprises to look out for. So, do we think this is on the Glasgow line, or do we think this is on the 5-circle line? I would say the Glasgow line, because this is all about Cathcart Circle. So if you have the 170 route, see 170 is passing over, sick. Another rail tour at Glasgow using the Just Trains 47 and Scotsman Mark II coaches. Right, so with that, I can imagine you need to earn Blackpool branches and the Flying Scotsman add-on. So that's what you need for that. Not quite ready to reveal when you'll be able to get your hands on this remaster and the ScotRail Class 380, but we'll keep you updated when you can find out more. Now, I better include this or you guys will tell me off. DBBR 218, developed by TSG. I don't want to read all this because it's German. Is this all? No, right. Well, let's do a quick skim and scan through. So we're back this month with another update from TSG with more screenshots for the upcoming DBBR 218 and also information on the expat DBBR 101 below. Here are some brand new images on how the progress has been going. I think that's the 218 because it has the little 218 there. Pretty cool. The big cab, sick. Additionally, the TSG teams have included the 218 in that timetable, swapped out for the 642. Here's Mac, developer at TSG with more information. The line timetable thingy is a copy of the original where some of the lurkers are not using the 642 but the 218. He uses a push-pull configuration with only 3 dusters or whatever. So I can imagine it would be like the 91 sets. These are representing the services that were running a quite short time on the route as a sort of a test. Since we need gameplay, we thought that would be nice to have in there. We also reached out to you to answer some questions about the DBBR 218, how the sounds are represented in game. Currently now being build, the sounds are placeholder whilst we work on implementing these. I have gathered real recordings made by a driver of this lurker that we intend to use, and we're investigating if we can source more audio for the engine noises. Can you talk about more about the model for the DBBR 218? We've worked hard to implement a high level of detail on the 218, especially across all the exteriors. As a note for when you move inside, you'd normally expect to be standing in an open room where all the engine parts are visible. However, as we'll not be able to reproduce that, you'll notice a wall with closed doors on both sides that restricts this vision. Will there be more than one livery for the 218? Currently, no. There may be plans in the future to add more, but with this release it'll just be one. Will it substitute with other freight lurkers? Due to the other lurkers being twice as powerful to the 218s, currently we don't have any substitution set up as the single 218 would not be enough to get those heavier trains moving. As a reminder of the key features you'd expect with a DBBR 218, DBBR 218 Series 400 with a TB11 engine in traffic red, N-Wagons in traffic red with the diesel desk version of the Carl Fuscher cab. Timetable for the Hamburg-Lübeck. 4 scenarios including route length runs, a rescue mission stranded of a standard RE with double formation of 218s, and a freight run with mixed and a heavy train from Lübeck to near Hamburg. 2 tutorials on the training centre for the 218 lurker and an adopted N-Wagon cab car tutorial for the new diesel desk and journey mode services. That's that. That'll be like the DVT, pretty cool. That'll be the 218, sick. We're not quite ready to confirm the date that this will be released, however you can expect this add-on to be the next release coming to Train Simwell 4. Keep an eye out on our announcements over the next few weeks for more information on when you can expect to pick up this lurker. How much do we have? Rivet Games update. We have so much to read. The Expert DBBR 101, developed by TSG. Sticking with TSG, we have more detailed insights for the Expert DBBR 101 from our senior technical producer Lucas, who works with the TSG team. For those who are not familiar, the Expert 101 is a re-release of the iconic DBBR 101 locomotive that aims to serve players who are interested in a much more detailed, authentic experience and in providing a higher level of functionality. Lucas, this project started out with the idea, what would it be if you had to do everything a real train driver needs to do? To this, we explored lots of new areas that haven't been done before in TSW and developing new techniques and approaches to this much deeper level of functionality, pushing the limits of what we can already simulate. Now, from this, we need this to be like every train in TSW, because you're not just going to have casual players that just want to see what it's like for train drivers. There are lots and lots of hardcore people that actually want to drive like a proper train driver and not just like an arcade. You don't want just to like put the master key and put the reverser on and you go. You want to like start it on from a cold start. Maybe if you like start up a loco for the day and do like a run or two, like maybe on the Somerset Railway. Like what if you want to get like a 47, you want to start it up from a cold start, you want to like connect up to your coaches for the day, and then you want to go out the depot, go back to your station, you want to run around with a an 08 or something, and then you put your 47 on the front, and then you do a service up to the other end of route. That is what people want. Not just, you're already at the station, you bang on your master key, you put it in forward and you're off. That's what you want. The image below shows both of the Simulgraph node trees for the Expert DBBR 101 and the original release of the DBBR 101 at an identical zoom level. Essentially, this is the structure of the physics when simulating the train and helps visualises the difference in functionality between the two. Now, that's a lot bigger, but I don't necessarily believe that it's the same zoom. I think on the bottom one they are zoomed in a bit, because if you think the squares there, like your little squares, are actually smaller there than they are here. So surely this one has to be zoomed in a little bit to make it seem a bit better than it actually is, because surely then the squares should actually be the same size, and they're not. Right, if you want to read that, I'm not reading it. Pause the video. I'm not reading all of that. Right, Rivet Games update. Last month in May, we shared an update to TSW4 that focuses on improvements for Rivet Games add-ons, including a large update to the 5 Circle, bringing new services, route improvements, and key fixes for issues raised by the community from launch. You can read all these on our May 14th update notes. As a quick summary, this update to 5 Circle included route optimizations and performance improvements, 33 Cowden Beast services to the base layer, 6 Flying Scotsman Rail Tour services, 2 Jubilee Rail Tour services, 2 Class 40 services going to and from Dunfermline City, a new procedural foliage system as seen in the overground line, fixed the pop-in issue of the 4th bridge on Xbox One. Rivet Games have also committed to adding the Leven branch to 5 Circle as a free update, and earlier this week on June 2nd, the real-life Leven branch was officially opened, meaning their teams can now take the time to visit and gather the required references to properly recreate this branch. We'll keep you updated as their teams begin the work developing this for 5 Circle in the months ahead. Background projects. This new segment will act as a quick update on routes and projects we've not talked about in a few months that are continuing development in the background, that we've not had more news on or little to share in our roadmap officially. It will not include everything that's happening, but it gives us a chance to have some answer expected questions that you have for future releases. Skyhook Games are continuing development on the ScotRail Class 158. Simtrack Studios are continuing the work on the BR Class 104 and Peak Forest expansion pack. Simtrack Studios Deloco moved to release date TBC whilst we wait for a build. Please see the note about timelines near the top of the article for more information on timelines. Corn Aachen timetable. Currently the Corn timetable isn't finished as Joe has been prioritised in the Cathcart timetable rebuild. We'll share more news on this project when further developments. Alright, I don't think that sentence is actually finished. San Bernardino. Work is continuing on development San Bernardino. Currently it remains in the 4 to 6 month release window as we develop the infrastructure for the route. Patches and updates. How much more do we have left? Oh, we have lots. Right. Update. Background project. No, patches and updates. Earlier this week, we have released the first part of our summer core patch, including core changes and key improvements for UK content that has been flagged by our teams and raised by your community feedback. You can view the full list of patch notes on our forums, and as a reminder of the headliner changes, core saved HUD settings should remain persistent between sessions on console platforms. East Coast Mainline Class 801. All connection elements, including gangways and cables, will now connect between vehicles. DVD/DSD will no longer bead when train is stationary, even when reverser is in neutral. GSMR now plays the correct sounds on startup and when interacting. Added flange squeal sounds, fixed an issue where the glass would become opaque at certain angles. Brighton Main Line, fixed rear doors on the 377 being stuck open while spawning into a service. Birmingham Cross City, updated scenarios and services to correctly use TSW4 scoring systems. Southeastern High Speed, fixed the Who Dare Wins scenario on PS5 being incompletable due to a stuck 465 train preventing completion. Glossop Line, fixed an issue where further objectives stop appearing after the lock the doors objective. Cargo Line Volume 1 Petroleum, various improvements to the EWS Class 66 and TVTG tankers. West Somerset Railway, scenery improvements and gameplay fixes for services. And as additional note, some of you may have noticed in this patch we added an unbranded version of the Class 387 GX livery into the London Overground Suffragette Line timetable. This was to add further AI traffic to the short stretch of the East Coast Main Line between Haringey Green and lanes in Crouch Hill, where unbranded 387s can sometimes be seen running in real life. This variant is not drivable or selectable from the menu, but can be seen at the AI East Coast Mainline portals at the following times: 7:08, 8:09, 9:11, 17:16, 18:16 and 19:22. This is only half of our summer car patch. We've got some more improvements coming imminently that target community reports and other improvements across DA and US routes. We appreciate your patience and support in raising these issues, and we should be getting these improvements to you in June or July. We'll keep you updated on what's included once we finalise the changelog. Progress on improvements. Suspension improvements. We wanted to keep you updated on how our teams have been progressing with our work, adding new suspension improvements to trains in TSW4. Work is continuing well, and we're now at a point where we'll be able to share with you what these improvements are coming to all TSW4 players in mid-late July next month. We'll be able to confirm an exact date once the final changes have been completed and we can fit them to a build, but we're reaching the final stages of getting these improvements ready, which has been taking longer than we initially expected, and we wanted to deeply thank you all for the extended patience you've been waiting. As for what's included, currently we have finished work on suspension for all TSW4 core locos, and now the teams are looking at including as many of the locos from routes that released after TSW4 as we can. Whilst being able to deliver these to you in mid-late July, as this work is still continuing, we can't confirm the entire list, but what we can do today is preview these suspension improvements on post-TSW4 routes with locos from Just Trains Blackpool branches. Great. Looks great. Stop. Watch it. Back. Oh, there we go. It's not the best quality. There we go. So that's what it looks like from the inside. So I think it's like when you go over points. To a point now. Oh, that's good. Yes, that's good. That's good. Like 347. I expect it to be like 10 times bounce on a piercer. I expect it to be like 10 times the bounce. No! Go down, go down, go down, go right down, go right down, go right down, go right down. There. As many of you can remember, the pacer that comes with this route was the first train to use the new suspension technology, so Just Trains were keen to bring it to the other stock that comes in the pack too. So the pacer already has it? Well, it needs to be bouncier, guys. If you're watching this video, it needs to be really bouncy. First up, you'll be seeing the Class 08 riding over the junctions with some shots from the side of the cab and shot right. We've already seen that. It's great to see that Just Trains is pushing ahead with brand new tech like this, and it levels up as what is already an astounding route and driving experience. Please continue to send any thoughts on our dedicated feedback forums. PC Editor, June Mega Spotlight. Now it's time to shift the spotlight over to our fantastic community of creators and developers. Thank you for those who have reached out to share their projects, and especially for all of you who continue to update regularly on your PC Editor forums. By no means this is the following selection a complete list of the projects being made. We've selected a range of creations that were recently updated and were submitted to us. If you'd like to suggest a project to highlight, whether it's one you're excited about or currently developing, get in touch with us via the forums. As a reminder, these are all custom community created projects that dovetail in not developing, so please do not use the following list as an indication of areas we intend to share officially for Trainsim World. We also have amended some screenshots to hide official licenses being displayed. Community made route projects. Number 1, Stuttgart to Wurzburg by Black Pulsar. This project was one we shared back in December 2023 and has continued to grow with more updates and images, including a YouTube video that has highlights and buildings being blocked out. Tracks have yet to be laid while scenery is progressed. The images below depicting Stuttgart Station. Those are really good. That's really good. Like, considering it's like not like official people actually doing it. Maybe they are. 2, Streck Hanover to Hamburg by Train Spotting Norden. Since our spotlight in May last month, Norden has provided more scenery developments and track layout screenshots. This is what they have created. That is really good for what they have so far. That is really good. Oh! Middlesbrough to Whitby and Pickering by Andy Goff. This project was another highlight we added to our May roadmap last month, and this month you'll be able to see new screenshots including a work in progress swing bridge and view a 31 minute gameplay of the route in its very early development stages. Wow! That's really good. So is that the North Yorkshire Moors? It is, isn't it? Wow. Super good. Right. Where's Grinnell in Al Matal by Freddie the Shepherd. This month we've got more screenshots to showcase for this route development with a grander view of the scenery. You can also find detailed hand-drawn timetable breakdowns and timings for all the services for this project right on their forum thread. So that'll be the route, there to down there. Nice. That's pretty good. That is pretty good for that. Wow. Right, you have 2 roundabouts. You have a really nice big city. Oh, another picture on it. So I wonder if they use the Austrian trains then. Nice. A London map by Incredible Hannes. This new project popped up in May and is likely the most ambitious one we've seen yet, with Incredible Hannes attempting to recreate the entire network of Railway London. The progress images speak volumes for themselves on this development so far. That's good. See, like, I think a roller coaster over there. Some nice roads. I don't know where that is yet. That'll be Blackfriars, won't it? Yeah, that should be Blackfriars. London Blackfriars, I think. And then there's, I think that's, no, that ain't the Shard. There's that building. Yeah, that looks really good. Oh, that's really good. That by them has also created a short update video showcasing what it's like to drive across the track and highlighting the LIDAR data that they've implemented on their route. You can find more breakdowns for their process and planned route on their forums thread. So that's what they've done so far. And those are all the stations they're planning on doing. Pretty good so far. Yeah. Doncaster to Sheffield by Moofers. Our final route project takes us to Doncaster to Sheffield line, and we have been treated with screenshots of scenery, buildings, track, and even a tram. So they could use Doncaster as, like, Doncaster from the Peterborough to Doncaster route, and then they could just do all that. Pretty good. And they could use like 801s and that. So they've got the 117, they'll probably redo it into like Northern or EMR or, yeah, it'd be EMR, wouldn't it? Then a nice Sheffield tram. That's Doncaster. I can imagine they've taken that from the route, the other one. That by Oyston. In this project back in our October 2023 roadmap, and it's come a long way since with updated textures, front logo obscured, and interior details. Pretty good. MK3 loco hauled coaches by Matthew Thorny Gray. These projects has created a set of Mark III loco hauled coaches with hook and chain couplers, buffers, and a set of fan favourite liveries. So that's GNER. That'll be like Royal. Tees Valley Line timetable by Fox. This project was one we followed in a previous roadmaps and near when it started, and has since been shared back to the public. It includes new rolling stock from Blackpool branches. Sick. This timetable by Vicinity. We showed this project back in March and the updates have continued, the latest being just yesterday, which will be Wednesday, to bring more service variety to the line. Nice. That by LP Gamer TV. This was the second project from LP Gamer TV and has recently been completed to be used by the public. Within the thread linked via the text, you can find various YouTube videos that showcase the timetable live in action. The Erosa Line timetable by Redcraft. This timetable is very near completion as worded by Redcraft. That includes 191 additional services, 94 of which are playable. East Coastway timetable by Too Tall Tyler. This project has been released to provide more use of rolling stock on the line and include newer trains from recent add-ons. Nice. Dresden Theresa timetable by them. The project began way back in October 2023 and has since had over 400 comments that update regularly on progress, even until earlier this week. Make sure to check this one out. Interested in any of the above projects? Probably the North Yorkshire Mersey and the Doncaster Sheffield. Be sure to show the creator some love via their forum submissions, all hyperlinked to the title of their creation. Thank you to everyone who continues to update and share their support for editor projects. We're back to highlight some more updates on these developments and creations in the future roadmaps. If you're looking to support resources on learning the PC editor tools, get engaged on our PC editor forums to make a dive into the public TSW editor documentation spreadsheet created by Martin Acker Train Sim Play, which has links to all our official resources, a huge range of community resources and plenty of tutorials, guides in all one place. I can imagine myself maybe building a Hull to maybe Bridlington. That would be like an hour's worth. Maybe Hull to Scarborough. City Transport Simulator Tram Roadmap. For those who are interested in knowing about growing CTS tram developments, just last week we shared the first ever roadmap that includes an overview of upcoming content, screenshots and trailers behind the scenes, news on current developments. Early access for PC will be available on June 20th and we can't wait to see what you think. If this interests you, read the full CTS tram roadmap on the Steam news page. What's this? A roadmap within a roadmap? That's for that. And yeah, that's it. Let's just scroll back to the top. Thank you for watching this quite a long video, to be honest. I think, is it maybe like 40 minutes, maybe half an hour? Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheerio. Bye for now. See you next weekend.